And what I'm looking for is like what Jamie tries to teach you all is English dictionary words, preferably in the order that you'll find them, like in a search engine, like it'll be a direct hit. So here's one I got today, goodwillthriftstore.com, which would be, pretty good because I think that's an exact search term somebody's going to look for. And, maybe you throw some links up there with some sales links, just make a quick page or just buy it and sit on it and flip it, see what happens. I think that appraised for like maybe around $1,000 too.
Oh,
And then I have hot girls and thongs. I figured that is definitely a direct search term.
yeah.
And
Holy,
then yeah, there's a lot of sex stuff that I feel would do really well, and they appraise, anywhere between 600 and a grand. And so I got Italia Porno Tube. I think that's pretty good since that's the actual way you spell Italy. Um, Free money ideas, anything internet marketed relating, I figure you could buy and sit on and just wait to flip it.
you got freemoneyideas.com?
Yeah, that's free. I just double checked the list right after the webinar started, so these are all available right now. GrandCasinoVegas.com is pretty good. RussianPorns.com, that would be a good one to just make a quick website with doing affiliate marketing for porn sites maybe. Screenshotting.com, GoodFilmSchools.com, I like that.
Wow.
That could be a easy reference site. Like a lot of these I think of when I run upon them, like I want, properly spelled English words, preferably two, three, four words. And then also the thing that I don't know if Jamie's ever touched on it, but like a certain fluidity to like how it sounds. Like sharemyslides.com is my next one. Like I think that sounds really good. Like if it slides off the tongue easily, then I feel like it'll do even better because like it could get hooked into people's brains pretty well.
It's like a brand name, you know?
Exactly. And then I actually like sometimes in my mind I like write jingles for them in the back of my mind and like see how catchy it is kind of thing.
Yeah, the radio
I'm
tech.
sure
You'd be able to
I'm
see.
sure Jamie does that shit too. Sorry for the I'll stop swearing. Foreverkaraoke.com, femalevolleyball.com, easyonlinemarket.com. Hoteljobslondon.com would be a really hot search term. Bankruptcyillinois.com, antibodysynthesis.com, thejewstore.com. I don't know. That
Yeah.
could be slightly.
Nice. I'm
Salmonora.
right. That's what you got to touch on, man. Is what what do we know about if they already had sites for them? If there's already traffic, like the juicestore.com. I mean, what if that was a big website?
Yeah, exactly. You know, some of them I pick that for myself that I'm going to research as well. Like stuff, I might have added that to my own list of things to research to see if there's added value. Like Jamie was just saying, if it's already an established site, and go from there. But I haven't gotten to that yet because I was still building a list when the webinar started. So then we have shippedforyou.com, which that's pretty good sounding. Departmentcreditcards.com. That could just be a site where you sell freaking, do affiliate stuff for department stores. You build up a little value and then you just flip it. I don't usually look for hyphens, or I usually pass them by, like we've all touched on before. But some of them are a little too good, especially if there's just one hyphen in there. So I got all-smartphones.com. In that case, like if it's two English words and it's something that I feel like would be really good, and there's only one hyphen, then why not? Comeandmeet.com, benefitdiscount.com, callthegirl.com, flatpictures.com, and some of these that I'm thinking of would be good clickbait sites, like if you wanted to develop them, or maybe they already were, because some of these names that I'm going through right now kind of have that clickbait site sound, like it's sort of like,
Like getinthepants.com. Remember that? How that won my split test with the AdWords where I rotated the 8 domains in a row and you know what I mean? Like all equally traffic and get in the pants. I had
oh yeah, I remember.
yeah, I had like how to ask a girl on a date.com, stuff like that, like askagirlout.com. And then I had have sex with anyone.com, and I had getinthepants.com. Get in the Pants blew away all of them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like,
I remember the stats. Yeah, that was a good one.
yeah, exactly.
Spendthemoney.com, playnewsongs.com, legendarybook.com. That's a really good one, I feel.
Sorry,
What you should read.com, and then just have Amazon links to flip books and stuff.
yeah.
Do some BS articles on popular books, and then just have like Amazon links, like affiliate links. And guessmystory.com, eventougher.com could be a quick blog site on people surviving, horrific stuff. And again, like a lot of these, I instantly think of like if I was going to do something with them, it would be like a quick affiliate page site and like add some value to it before you bring it to Flippa to turn around. Or if it's doing really well, just roll with it and make money off your affiliate links on it, can I get a shameless plug for our site that I took over? If you guys want to check out thesetrends.com, I just took over content for that. And I have a few articles up, so that would be cool if you could go there. But yeah, that's like a men's magazine type niche that a friend of mine started, and I partnered up with him on it, and I'm doing content, and we're going to see where it goes and see where the advertising goes, and then maybe possibly flip it after we drive traffic back up. But I was already thinking for like flipping that for like 50 to 100 grand, maybe, if we can get the traffic back up, because you sort of let it run down for a little while, and like some of the people providing content really had bad editing and grammar skills, so hopefully we're going to turn that around. Nakedandfriendly.com, fullsexstories.com, isupportmyfriends.com, maybe that could be like a GoFundMe type site. thetop10songs.com, that's pretty self-explanatory. Buildlabel.com, maybe you can start a banner site where you just do, banner links for people. Dressesandpants.com, that's an easy affiliate for clothing type thing. Sunflowersdelivery.com, also self-explanatory. Weddingguestbookideas.com, another easy one. Like all these I'm thinking are really easy to develop and easy to flip. Bestfreelife.com, goodonlinedatingsites.com, that's a no-brainer, just do reviews and, again, affiliate links. Ourtopdeals.com, because also I think the dating sites, a bunch of them have affiliate programs too, correct me if I'm wrong. Oh, and Jamie, this is right up your alley, takeoffyourpanties.com, just like getinthepants.com.
Yeah.
BeautySuppliesOnSale.com. I feel that is a dead-on search term. Fullscreen.com, leadingmedicalgroup.com, onlineloanoffer.com,
Wow.
printermiami.com, equipmentrepairexperts.com, notinmystate.com. And I missed a few here and there, but I just wanted to touch on some of the ideas, but the list is a lot longer than that. I think it's close to 100 for today so far that I got. Let me just double back. RussianPorns.com. This girl that I know that's in internet marketing is really surprised at some of the porn.com names that are available. She said they're lacking in their .com scooping.
Your new business partner, what's her name?
Danica. Yeah, she's in the Balkans, and she has her own company. She started that does like online boosting, and she's done a lot of crazy political stuff too, actually. But she's actually planning on moving to North Carolina within a couple months. She got a job working for this for some German firm. I haven't checked it out yet, but so that's kind of a weird coincidence. Oh, because I'm in North Carolina, I should mention for those of you who do not know.
The Balkans. What is
So I guess that's all I have. I mean, I'll stay on and chat with you guys too if you want.
Well, that's Freaking amazing. Let's give Agent Manus a round of applause. Thank you very much, Agent Manus.
Thank you.
I didn't hear everybody else in the webinar clapping, though. Like, what in the world? Paul was clapping. Steve says applause. Good work.
Thank you, guys. I appreciate it.
All right.
Oh, also, if anybody needs to Skype me, obviously I've been doing some customer service type stuff with people that Skype me with questions about Domainer Elite, or if you need any domain ideas or anything. I've been, helping Vinny with some targeted niche type stuff. If he wants me to build a list, like a short list of stuff that niches you're interested in. If you need some ideas for domain names, I'm pretty good at coming up with them on the fly as well. And my Skype name is Matty Rixz. That's MattyRixz. So feel free to Skype me. I'm always at my computer pretty much. I have no life. Thank you.
Yeah.
I am going to go get something to drink, though. I'll be back.
All right, that's very exciting. I'm very excited. Yeah, you want to go out to the bar at 9 o'clock, Ken?
I want to be able to find Matt online.
Let's go out to the bar from 9 to 10. Yo, Jerry the Fireman got a new video. You guys got to see this one, man. He's on a roll. You guys are watching the birth of an internet YouTube sensation. Very proud. I get very, very proud of my students when they do what I tell them to do. You know what I mean? Which is rare. I tell it like it is.
Yeah.
I mean, the work ethic is low nowadays. So when someone does what I tell them to do, oh my God, he sent me the video today, and he's still a newbie. You know what I mean? So he had the it was public, but there was no title. You know what I mean? There's no tags. There's no description. So I said, bro, I didn't even I told him to change it, but then I was like, I'm not even waiting. And so I said, what's your password? I just logged in and did it for him. You know what I mean? Like, I get so excited, you know? That's the thing, man. Like, when I see, it's like, you guys really stand out. Like, if you actually do stuff and you don't need babysitting, like, you stand out. Like, you really do against the crowd. You know what I mean? Oh, God, let me get rid of this. Hey, tell your friend to call you. Tell your friend to call you on your phone or
What was that?
I don't know. This kid was. Yeah, but you guys are the bomb. All right, I'm very excited. I'm very excited for you guys. Very excited for Jerry the Fireman, and excited for you all to jump on some of them domains that Manus mined up for you.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna send you that list when we're done on Skype. I might add some more too. Yeah, definitely. Yeah, there's still some good ones today. TheTopstock.com. That's pretty awesome.
Cool.
Ooh, anyone that have to do with stock market tips and stuff like that, they always catch my eye. I'm gonna actually double check to see if it's free.
Clear. Any questions, guys? Any questions? as I go get some more water.
Yeah, I had to do that too.
Who here posted a listing on Flippa? Like, who has a listing on Flippa that they were like critiqued? Anybody here got a listing on Flippa? I do. Okay, well, what's the listing? Okay, because Michael got me his first, so I'm going to check out his first. Flippa. Hop on over. Wait for it to finish loading. The hell? Don't know how I end up on advanced search. $2,000. This better be a bad listing. Look at this. Freaking awesome.
Yeah,
Let's see here.
that's the European way of spelling tire.
Yeah. It's perfect because his username is World Traveler. Look at that.
Yeah, there you
Praise
go.
at 2,300. Nice. With the details and everything. How long did it take you to create this listing, Michael? How long did it take you to create this? Oh, okay. That's another way of doing it. Oh, man. Cool. But now that it's up, what are you going to do now? You got 7 days left. Have you had any bids? Nope. What have you done to send traffic to your listing? And how long was the auction set for? Like, what was the length? I haven't done anything except list it. 14-day auction. Okay. So you didn't do anything for 7 days. All right. So you haven't commented on other people's listings. You haven't done any free domain appraisals. You haven't started placing $1 bids on anybody else's listings at all. You've done absolutely nothing with Flippa since you got the account. You place bids. Is that it? I mean, I just find out. 2 bids. Place no comments. You have to do a bit more than that, man. 2 bids in 7 days, that's pretty bad. And like, get active. Man, think of it like a social network, except you get paid anytime you sell something, and it won't ban you for selling stuff. So, just saying. See, who else here had a listing? Donald? List of trees. Okay. List of trees. You got 2 days left in this listing, man. Domain index, $4,000. Esterbot, $550. Starting price, $35. 2 days left in the auction. How long was this auction, Donald? You got comments, which is good. Who's this? Need more in the description. Okay, she essentially helped you out for free. So, you even tell them what the reserve is. I think the problem here is the way this is actually formatted a bit. Like there's too much space going on here. So
yeah, I agree.
Try to take this and hop on over here. Like, this is what it's looking like. You know, there's too much space there. So I can essentially take your exact, if I can get a new document open, that would be nice. Let's see here. So first thing you have appraisals. So let me make this a bit bigger. We'll say 24-point fonts. Appraisals. If I can spell. Jeez, webinar's going to be the death of me. Okay, you got domain index.com says it's 4,000. That sounds a bit high, actually.
Yeah,
$4,070. Then Esterbot said it's $550. Okay, we're going to take these same equal signs you already have here.
You get that off my list on Domainer? Sounds familiar.
Really? List of trees? Let's see here. So we got the appraisals here. Let's really start separating things. So we got appraisals. Actually, we can just have that there. Why not? Then we got the age of the domain. Age. 3 years. Search overview. Actually, we'll say stats overview. And I'll just take all this you have here. And like I said, that's way too far spaced apart. So bring it a bit closer together, like so. Actually, we can actually separate that. We can have this be one thing, because I'm assuming that's what it would look like in Esterbot. So, man. Then you got your average here. Oops. Add competition low. All right, so got that there. And then we're going to add in comparable sales. Right, going to go throw that in there. Comparable sales. And again, with this damn formatting, it's going to be a while. So we'll just say, it seems like this is just a copy and paste job, actually. And I don't care where it's sold from. Yeah, it seems like it was a copy and paste job here. All right, let's bring that over here. It's the boring stuff here, but it's kind of important that you actually do correctly, so you have a really kick-ass listing. All right, so trees.com sold for $58,000. This is list of trees. So then you have your estimates and things like that. So I'm gonna just finish this for you. Why not? I did it for Roger last week, or Tuesday I should say, not last week. Because I know that because they're still on my desktop. So, yeah man, copy and paste job. That's what it looks like. These are all the things you would find inside of Esterbot, from what I'm looking at. So, Matt, what is your Skype again? So you guys can bug the hell out of him? Is that what you guys want to do?
Yeah, be my guest. MATTYRIXZ.
Nah, man, you gotta charge people for that, man.
I'd throw those commas
Charge
in
for
here
it, man.
too. I think that helps in the 1,000 range.
Let's see here. Go. All right, almost done, guys. I'm almost done with the boring stuff. All right, there we go. There. So it's a bit better. Obviously, it wouldn't be this big, but in order for you all to see it, you know, I can even throw that equal sign there to separate everything if I wanted to, but no, we're going to keep it in there. So, have the appraisals here, the age, stats overview, comparable sales, and I've got the extremely low $50 reserve, price to sale, good luck. There we go. So, Maddie, what? Jeez. Look, man, if you guys need help with domaining, man, just buy the assistance package. All right. Contact with me. You know, it's more of a one-on-one thing at that point. If you guys want help with domaining, you should go for this package. Just saying. So there we go. So yeah, this will be your new listing, man. Stick everything and organize. And if you wanted to, you can actually bold, you know, these things. So age, you can bold stats overview, you can bold comparable sales. So yeah, this will be your new listing. Let's decrease the font a bit. So yeah, that would be the new listing. Just like that. Donald, I can give this to you for a one-time fee of, no, I'm kidding. I wouldn't do that to you. We like to kid sometimes on webinars. You know, be like, oh yeah, you can have this new listing for a one-time payment of $997. Just saying. But people freak out when you try to sell them something. It's ridiculous. It's like, dude, I just did you a service, man. You're not gonna pay me for that service? Let's see here. Let's see. When I gave Roger his, which one did I give him? I think I gave him the. Oh no, don't worry about it. I gave it to you on the webinar. So, give it to you on the webinar. Donald. Now everybody knows your name, Donald. Yay. So, it's on the desktop. Give it to you on the webinar, man. I don't need your email address. Yeah, man, it's about pretty intuitive, man. I don't need anybody's email to send anybody anything. So on the webinar, I use this Cloud app. So anytime I create something, I just drag it in here, right? Drag it in here. And then when it's uploaded, it gives me the link. I then just copy and paste the link anywhere. So I need to make sure it works. And click download. If you can actually view the file, if not, I'll send you like the text file as well. So there you go. Easy peasy. Easy peasy. I'll send you the text file as well. Let's convert this. Nope, let's duplicate it actually. Now let's convert it. So that's a plain text file. Just in case you can't open it, because then you can just edit it so it looks like this one, basically. So let's copy that. I'm going to say plain. Right. Show you guys the power. Think forward thinker. See that? Look at that. And then I send them that one as well. So, and that link should look like this. You should be able to view it in the browser. Yep, there we go. So, you would just copy and paste that. So, boom. New listing. See, it pays to be on these webinars sometimes, guys. It pays to be on these webinars. And we do all kinds of crazy stuff. Give away domains and whatnot. So.
Definitely. It's positive to collaborate and get the inspiration as well, you know.
Versus watching the recording. Like, I feel bad for the guys who watch the recordings now. It's like, oh, man, I just missed that.
Yeah, totally.
You know,
you got to put questions in and be proactive if you really want to make money doing this.
Yeah. Any other questions, guys? Any other questions? Any other questions for me? I need to go drink a protein shake. It's going to be sore as hell in the morning. Close that. Close that. Let's see what else is Mr. Donald done. 7 comments, 1 bid. Man, you got to increase them bids, man. You got to do more bids. We need more bids. Just saying. I actually like this quality digital camera. And did you get this before the webinar with me or after? You know, I gotta ask, you know, 'cause I actually spoke about the 2-word domains. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, I actually spoke about doing stuff like that. So, yeah, was that before or after the webinar? I don't know. So you probably bought that while on the webinar with me, Donald. You know, somebody bought Doing Deals. I think, yeah, it was Doing.Deals on the webinar. And I was like, oh, that was pretty cool. So. Yeah, somebody actually bought that. It was ridiculous. You know?
Wait, somebody got a sale on the webinar?
No, not on the webinar. Somebody actually bought a domain because I was teaching how like to find these kinds of domains here, basically.
Wow.
It's very easy to do. And somebody snagged one of the domains I just mentioned. I was mentioning. I was like, oh, okay, somebody bought that. It was an attendee actually who bought it. I forgot who it was though. So.
Well, I hope some people were going to buy up some of the ones I mentioned, so I feel like my work is going to good use.
Yeah.
GetMyMoneyToday.com.
Damn. That's like kingpin kind of stuff. GetMyMoneyToday.com.
That reminds me of that, what the frick, you know, that service that they had, it's my money and I want it now, like this, you know, for people that had pending lawsuits where they were getting, you know, payments or whatever, and it seems like a really good niche.
Right.
I'm sure those people get raped for for taking a lump sum off their payments, as opposed to the payments they're probably getting.
Yeah.
Hair product coupon.
What methods does Manish use to find domains? He has this brain that like helps him really quickly just come up with these ridiculous ideas for domains. It's ridiculous, guys. I don't know how he does it. You know, he goes for like the more brand related, rolls off the tongue kind of domain names.
Exactly.
So.
That's what I was emphasizing on. Loanofferonline.com. I got to double check that, but that's really good.
Yeah, see? I mean, just out of the blue. So, yeah. That's pretty much, that's his method. There's nothing technical about that. It's just, does it roll off the tongue really well? Like, can you go on radio and say the domain and people automatically know, like, okay, yeah, they can just easily repeat it.
Don't make me get my guitar out. It's only on the other side of the room. I'll start singing to every one of these on the list.
Oh, okay.
I'm just kidding. I'm not going to do that.
How do you know when they're really good? You know when they're really good when trust me, you know when you have a really good domain. And that shouldn't even be a question. Like, you know when you have a really good one. And it normally comes from when you find a really bad one and you think it's good, and then you find one that's better than the bad one. You're like, oh, God, this one right here is just amazing. So that's normally how that works.
Yeah, and I
It
do.
sucks, but
I keep handfuls for myself that, like I said, that I'm sitting on, debating on ideas that I'll probably scoop up myself. Like, what did I see the other day? Makingshit.com. Because I have a history in that. I have a background in contracting and auto mechanics and stuff like that. So any niche like that I feel like I can just drop excessive amounts of content on. I was thinking about doing like a membership site where like ask a contractor type thing, and see where that goes.
yeah.
Porntrailers.com. That's good.
Really? No, I don't. I was trusting the software and bought a few based on appraisal. Well, that's cool and all, but you got to really start, like, appraisal is one thing. You can look at the value for the appraisal, and then you can also be like, does that really sound
Exactly.
like downloadfamily.com is horrible?
Yeah. Yeah.
So.
That's another thing. I'm glad you mentioned that because that's another thing I wanted to mention too. Because like the robotic appraisals, like that's great and everything, but I go through them and I use my human brain to determine what I'm gonna investigate further or not, because none of the robotic appraisals I've seen are infallible.
Exactly.
And you just have to use your head and make sure your spelling game is on, too. That's definitely important because I've even slipped a couple times. Luckily, there shouldn't be any that are misspelled on there, though. It's definitely good to be on your spelling game.
Yeah, spell the domain name right, guys, too. Like, I had a guy who sent me an email. It's like, guys, hey, steroidaddiction.net. And I thought to myself, this guy's a genius, right? But then I'm like, wait a second, he spelled steroid wrong. So I had to contact him, like, yo, is it steroid correctly, or did you misplace the O and I? And he misplaced the O and I, and I was just, like, so devastated. I was like, oh, no.
Yeah, of course. And the, that's what I'm saying. With the robotic appraisals, like, those slip all the time in there, too. So you have to really... you have to pay attention. You can't sit there half asleep and just try to blow through a list of domain names you're interested in. Ooh. EggNutritionFacts.com.
Nice.
For some reason, people Google like the stats on eggs like constantly. Like cholesterol and like amount of protein and all that stuff. Yeah. I mean, I looked into it a while ago. I can't quote exact numbers for you, but it's kind of ridiculous. But when you think about it, it's like how many people, eat eggs like every morning. So.
There's a lot of bodybuilders that do, actually.
Yeah. Exactly.
A lot of people that do that, but they would know the nutritional value of an egg. Just from looking at it, like, oh yeah, that egg clearly has 6 grams of protein in it. It's about 70 calories.
I'm trying to.
You really need to know.
Right. So.
Yeah.
So I eat lots of eggs and butter.
Yeah, I can buy eggs now. So. But yeah, Michael, to help you alleviate that problem, man, you got to really like think about it. You know, use your brain. And I say that in the nicest way possible. You know, 'cause some people could take that and misinterpret it. Like, say he was being a jerk, calling me dumb on the webinar, when in reality all I said was use your brain when buying domains.
No, you just got to stay sharp on your spelling. And if you don't know, it's nothing to be embarrassed about. Just double check the spelling once in a while, especially if you're not sure. You know, I don't because I'm a genius, but you know, not everybody's crazy.
Yeah, feel free to ask if you find a domain. It's like, how does this sound good? You know, we'll do it a few times, and after a few times, you should be able to easily pinpoint, okay, that's a bad one, that's a bad one, that's a good one. You know, we shouldn't have to do it for you like 10, 12, 20 times before you get a really good one.
And a lot of the times I read them out loud, you know. Don't just read it in your head. You know, if you're sitting there by yourself, then why not? You know, because it helps to hear it out loud, to see how it rolls off the tongue, kind of thing.
Yeah.
WriteMyBooks.com.
Write my books. That's an easy service right there, man.
Yeah. WriteMyText.com is right after that, actually.
Yeah, it's like an easy service.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know. And again, like the roll off the tongue, it's just funny. YourAreaRug.com. I like the way that sounds, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, it probably isn't an exact search term, but it's kind of niche-y sounding, you know.
Yeah.
It's funny how I got all those grouped together. YourNewApproach.com. Yeah, actually that's right. Sorry. Multitasking.
Yeah. Besides how awesome Manus is when it comes to finding these domains.
Yeah, I'm still adding to the list today, and then it'll be the new list will be up on Domainer Elite at some point, whenever Vinny gets around to doing it or Jamie gets around to doing it.
Cool.
Hopefully, it will be soon.
Donald says, I just bought legendarybook.com. Dude,
Awesome.
are you writing a book? The first question, right? Because that sounds awesome. I'm not going to lie to you. Like a men improvement, like from a book for men. How to live a legendary life. Legendary, right? You just do a book launch. Jeez. You sell the domain for $500 or sell a course for $50,000. I mean, sorry, it's just how my mind works. I think like monetization strategies all day. So, yeah. That's a good domain name.
Yeah, definitely. And you have to think objectively like that, because if you can profit a lot more in somewhat more of a long run than just flipping it right away, then I think that's the way to go.
Yeah.
Especially that, like I would at least do like an Amazon affiliate site with that, and you know, it wouldn't take much to get traffic to a domain name like that at all.
Yeah, that'd be like easy. That's like self-help. I mean, that could be applied to. At first, I thought men. I don't know why I thought that. Probably because some of the ebooks and podcasts I listen to. But yeah, that's an easy. That's a good one, Donald. That's a good one. That's almost too good. Like, damn, I wish I picked it up.
Yes. Well, I'm actually surprised I didn't put it on my secret Manus keeper list.
Right. It's like, how is that one missed? Now I gotta buy the one with the dash in it. All right,
I'll drop one secret one that I was holding on to. It might have gotten scooped up, though. I didn't because like if you don't jump on these on a daily basis, like if it's a really good one and you know it lights a fire under your butt, then you should definitely grab it because it's gonna be gone like a dodo in like a split second. You know.
Yeah,
So.
that literally happened to me. Like I had my wallet in the room
Oh yeah.
down the hall, so I'm like, oh, good domain. Went to go grab the wallet, came back, damn thing was gone. I was like, what?
Yeah.
Okay. So.
Okay, I just double checked this one. This is on. I'm not giving away any more from my own secret list, but freecreditscoresites.com. Bam. I mean, think about how easy that is, especially because, like, you know, all those sites have affiliate links. All you do is, you know, take a few minutes to sign up, and then you make like a one-page web page with that, and you know, you're driving traffic to them, and you're getting commissions like left and right, depending on where they go from your page. You know.
Yeah, that's like a CPA offer on like PureFly or Max Bounty.
Mm-hmm.
You pay like $5 to $10 for every email submit. You know.
Anything in finance, any kind of affiliate thing you can do for stocks and for mobile phones too. I'm always on the lookout for like mobilephone.com and like you know, looking for loanservice.com type names, or and gaming too. That's a good one because obviously there is a huge online niche for gamers. Theloanoffer.com. That's pretty good.
Yeah.
Niceapartmentsforrent.com.
Look at that. That's a good domain. Legendary book, man. I'm really shocked, Donald. That's a really good one. Damn.
I feel like I would go in a like a fantasy sci-fi direction with that because of the legendary name part.
Yeah, that's
Or
interesting.
like or greatest or like a greatest books of all time, like books you've got to read type site, and then
Yeah.
again your Amazon links for those particular books.
Monetization strategies, Donald. You got a lot of options with that one.
Yeah, definitely.
Any other questions for me? Or for Manus? Any other questions?
Oh man, hamburgerrecipes.com. I don't know how the hell that's free. I'm gonna double check that actually. I shouldn't have said it out loud. I should have kept that one to myself. I gotta close my mouth. Nah, because I do that. I'm a big foodie, you know, so I look up recipes all the time. And it used to be way easier, and now you've got all these, you know, pages trying to sell you stuff, and you know, it's definitely good marketing.
Yeah.
So I'm checking that now. It's available. hamburgerrecipes.com. Yeah, that would just crush. And .net.org are open too. But yeah, I mean, we got a freaking cookbook in our kitchen with like hamburger recipes. That's a big one, you know. Can't be a fat American if you don't eat enough cheeseburgers.
I don't eat cheeseburgers.
That's like a staple in my diet.
Let's see here. Any questions? Bradley, Brenna, Calvin, Cheryl, Donald, SD, Judy, Ken, Michael, Alice, Richard, Ronnie, Steve, Will, and I'm just going to stop calling names now. Any questions? It's funny, like you ask people if they have any questions, no questions. But if I say, okay, I'm getting ready to leave the webinar now or something crazy like that, piles in like, oh no, wait a second.
Get back
So,
here, you're not done.
right. If I have a particular niche, should I look for domains outside of it? Yeah, if you plan on, that's the beauty with the domaining, Cheryl. I mean, you could be, for example, I'm in the marketing niche, but I can buy a domain in the adult industry and sell it. It's like I have no attachment to that domain, so I don't plan on monetizing it. You see what I'm saying? I can just easily like, okay, I'm just gonna flip this. I care less what happens to this domain. I have no intentions of building a site for it.
Yeah, that's mostly what we're trying to do with the Domainer program.
Yeah, it's just, I can easily sell it.
We can help you guys make more money, like by developing it and come up with niche ideas and expand your expertise in different niches. That's great, but this is mainly based on buying good real estate and flipping it and what to look for. Am I right or wrong?
Right. Can't really argue with that one.
And I do this like for hours a day, just look for good real estate, mostly for you guys. So definitely check the expired list in the software section of Domainer on a daily basis, because you're looking at my list, and I don't really keep that many good ones for myself. You know, a lot of these that go in there, they're appraised pretty well. I don't look at anything under $500, and I don't pick garbage at all. So it's definitely a great part of the Domainer Elite software is just my hand-picked daily list. So I'm just going to pat myself on the back a little bit there. And I'm still looking at domain lists because, Jesus, I'm really obsessed. Ooh. That is going on my list. Oh no.
How do we buy the expired domain from the Domainer Elite software?
You just copy and paste it into GoDaddy or whatever your domain buying preference site is, you know.
Yeah.
Like we at the bottom of the list, you know, like I check the availability, of course. I don't put anything that's taken up there. So you just go with it and copy and paste it. You know, got programs crashing. Aye. I love using Microsoft on a Mac.
I just use Pages or anything Apple-based for Macs.
Yeah. Well, Excel and Word are definitely staples for me. I mean, I don't really. I've gotten so used to TextEdit. I mainly use that for like what you were doing with like BSing and especially coming up with my list. But
Yeah.
you know, if you download something from somebody else, you need Word, obviously. If it's a Word format, or else it comes out all, you know. I don't want to use any bad language, so I'll just stop talking about that. But Excel is definitely a staple.
Yeah.
SexyTattoos.net. That is good.
Yeah. So on the ones we are only going to flip quickly, don't add any logos. That's up to you, Cheryl. I mean, if you want to add a logo, go right ahead. You don't have to add a logo, though, for it to sell.
No, of course not.
You know. It's if you want to. It's not like a requirement. You know, if you buy a domain, you have to add a logo for it to sell. It's not required.
I mean, it's not going to hurt.
Right. But if it's going to take them longer to create the listing, then I'd rather not have you guys buy logos. Because then you'll get all like, oh, yeah, my logo still isn't done. It's like, screw the logo. Throw the thing up on, you know. So, yeah, hopefully that answers that question, Cheryl. Hopefully. Any other questions? This webinar is, what, how long have we been on? 2 hours, 35 minutes, guys. I like you calling me, okay, is it Sherelle or Cheryl? It's like, how it's spelled, it's like, yeah, which one is that? Time for me to go. Thank you for your time and training. Sure thing, Bradley. We do what we can on these webinars. We got to deliver the goods. Okay. Have to go. All right, Steve. See you later. Sherelle says it's Cheryl. Cheryl sounds good. Okay. Thank you, guys. Have a good night. All right, Donald. Donald's leaving. Make sure you got his listing, you know, done. See here's list of trees. See if you got the listing done. Nope, not yet. All right. Well, I'll be waiting. I'm gonna watch this. See if he gets it done. All right. I'm assuming that's it then. No need for me to be on this webinar for about 4 hours. You know, unless Ken, Richard, Sherelle has other plans for me. You know, or Brenna. You know, those are normally the cats who keep me on for hours on end because they know they can. No, I'm trying to buy a domain name. Okay, Richard, what's the domain name? Would you mind sharing?
Is anyone else buying off of my list I ran off? So that's from it was Donald bought Legendary Books, right?
Yeah, Donald was the only one that bought the Legendary book. Give a link to Travis's webinar. Oh, okay, yeah, I got that somewhere in here. Hold on, give me a second. There it is. Yeah. That's the replay to Travis's webinar. So, for those of you that missed it. And if you're wondering what I was using to cycle through everything I have copied, this is a FlyCut, actually. It's a clipboard manager, basically. And everything I copy, this thing's been a lifesaver, not even gonna lie. Everything I copy pretty much gets saved on this little menu, basically. I just hit Command Shift, and there's like everything I've copied, basically, all there. So I just cycle through each individual thing, you know, instead of having to go back again to look for a code. or something like that. So I know I have my Aweber code copied somewhere in here. So I'll just cycle through until I found it, which is right there. So it's pretty awesome how that works. I'm sure there's other ones, but I've always used Flycut. So Clipboard Manager, guys, it's pretty awesome. They got Clipboard Managers for iPhones now. I think it's called Clips. Does the same thing. Basically, it'll show up in your notification window. So. Yeah. No questions. Did everybody get the replay, though, for the webinar? For Travis's webinar, I should say. Gotta make sure. Brennan, you get the replay for the webinar? Let me know. So dropped it in the questions box. Gotta make sure you actually got it. So, let's see. Having a few issues with postal addresses. Okay. Don't know what that concerns, though. Postal addresses. So, let's see here. Let me I'll just open it up. I'm not going to play it here, but I'm going to drop this link in here one more time. There we go. So yeah, no more questions, no more comments, concerns. What do you guys think about the webinar today? For those that are still here.
How many do you have left
Thoughts
in
on the
there?
webinar? Let's see, that's 14. It was cool. Awesome. Active value as usual. Well, hello, Will. Welcome to the webinar. Nice to have you.
Oh, maybe I should have took legendary books off my list before I just sent it in. And disappoint some poor person that didn't have the pleasure of being with us tonight.
It was Will that does deals. That guy. It was Will that bought it. Okay. Now we remember who bought the domain. Does deals. That was Will. What is that appraised at? I don't remember. Does deals. I forgot what the number was. 500, 300, I don't know. 350. So, but of course it's only 2 words. Does deals. So, could potentially sell that for more. Just saying. So, I will see you Tuesday. All right, Brenna. See you Tuesday.
Bye, Brenna.
Brenna's out of here.
Oh, my mic is sensitive. Ooh, ratedout.com. Maybe we should start our own appraisal business. Could probably just sit there and come up with appraisals like a robot all day.
Yeah.
It's really not that hard. I mean, and I don't think there's any way to really refine that. Like whatever system Estabot uses, much better. It just seems like the robot is very, very incorrect sometimes.
Yeah, I'm assuming it's the algorithms it's running. It's like checking where the domain is registered at. It won't tell you. Yeah, I think it does actually tell you. It tells you where the domain's registered at. It's looking for keywords on sites like Cedo and things like that, trying to figure out, okay, did similar domains sell? Okay, how many words is it? You know, so yeah, could be interesting or complicated. Depends on how you look at it.
Yeah, but there's a lot of misspellings. Maybe it's just the programmer who wrote it. Topfashionbrand.com.
Yeah. All right. Sure thing, Brenna. Sure thing. Any other questions? Any other questions? Still got 13 people on the call. That's insane. Alice, you got no questions? What about you, Calvin, Judy, Ronnie? You're really the only ones who haven't dropped a question in the questions box. And yet you've been paying attention the entire time. You too, Esty. You too. And I don't get it.
You fell asleep.
Probably.
I can't learn anything from the webinar if you put it on and then walk away, folks.
Yeah. It's being recorded. I'll catch the recording. You know. Then find out it wasn't recorded. Like, oh no, I missed it. I got list of trees fixed up. Refresh. Boom, that's much better. That is much better. Much, much better.
Whose listing was that?
This is Donald's, the list of trees, the one that had all the screwed up.
Did he grab it off the expired domain list? Because I really think that's one that I put on there.
Yeah, I think he did actually.
Sweet. Yeah. It's good to know that people are utilizing it. It means so much to me. But yeah, that's great. Yeah, I remember that. I have a bad habit of remembering them if I read them again, whether I put them on my list. And I generally do.
Yeah.
Plus, Plus, it just, like I said before, that rolls off the tongue pretty well. I'm sure it's something that people search for to, like, whatever, people that are interested in, trees, I guess.
Richard says, okay, guys, we're going to go and find some dinner. Yeah. He found some domain names. Now he's going to go find dinner. Yeah. I need to go eat me some dinner. So.
Yeah, really. Kind of
All right,
feels
guys.
a lot later than it is.
Yeah, webinars do that to you.
Really.
Yeah, you'll feel like, I've been on this webinar for 8 hours, and it's only been like 3.
Mm-hmm.
So they can be very tiring too. At least I know back in the day when Jamie and Travis were working together, right? It's like Travis would have one, and then I would literally have like a 2-hour break, and then hop on the one with Jamie. So it's like total time on webinars, 6 hours. It was ridiculous. So at the end of the day, I'm just exhausted. Like, man, I feel like I've done way too much today. And all I did was attend webinars. So.
Yeah, it's like playing a set on stage. Like when I play like a, 45-minute concert or whatever, and you just feel like nuked afterwards.
Yeah.
Now I'm back at looking up domains.
All right, we're gonna go ahead and end this webinar though. Let's see, we've been on for 2 hours and 51 minutes. Well, 52 minutes to be exact. So, 80% attentive rate. How awesome is that? So it's not the 99%, but it's 80%. By the way, guys, I've never hit 99. I probably hit 99% for like 5 minutes. And I was, because when I first threatened, I'm like, okay, I'm going to just start kicking people off the webinar, and I got everybody's attention when I first said it. So it's losing its effect now. So I got to come up with different ways to keep people's attention when doing webinars. So maybe I'll take a screenshot.
Well, I mean, hopefully people are doing what I'm doing when I'm on, and like when I don't have the webinar page on the top, I'm looking at related stuff and looking up domains and looking at what you're looking at, which is good too,
Yeah. Yeah, I think I'm going to start taking screenshots. But like, you see this? This is what I see. I can dismiss this attendee. So, yeah. But all right, guys, we're going to get off the call now. I'm going to go get some dinner. So, yeah. Got to thank Manus for all the great domains, And then Donald, who picked up Legendary Book.
Yeah, congratulations, Donald. I wish you good luck with that one.
Yeah. That was just too good. So,
Mm-hmm.
and congrats to anybody else who's also taking action on domain release and getting listings up and things like that, all right? So, any questions, make sure you make a sticky note, a notebook or something, and bring them to the webinar come Tuesday, okay? Bring them to the webinar Tuesday. If your question wasn't answered here, try Tuesday. Well, actually, I've answered every question here, so. But yeah, Tuesday, guys. I will see you all on Tuesday. Manus, you are awesome.
Thank you. You did a very good job.
Awesome domain names of yours and the valuable information you have provided to the community.
Yeah, I guess we're gonna be doing that every webinar now. I guess Jamie was saying, and So yeah, I look forward to speaking again on Tuesday and coming up with some more ideas and an even better and badder domain list every day.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to get off too. Have a good night, Hosea. I'll Skype you later, I'm sure.
All right.
Good night, everybody.
Good night, everybody. See you all later. See you on Tuesday. Enjoy the rest of your weekend. All right, guys. Bye-bye.